There was a time when she lit up every room she entered, not because she tried, but because it was who she was: bright, fearless, whole. She dreamt fearlessly, spoke loudly, loved deeply, and carried a fire in her chest that could have set the world ablaze. But somewhere along the way, life happened. Words cut deeper than swords. Failures piled up like heavy stones. Dreams, once vibrant, began to feel naive. And slowly, quietly, she started to shrink. It wasn't overnight. It was gradual. It was subtle. 1,000 tiny moments of self-betrayal. 1,000 moments of believing that maybe, just maybe, she was too much. Too emotional, too ambitious, too complicated, too loud. So, she made herself smaller. She stayed quiet to keep the peace. She agreed to things her soul screamed no to. She buried her fire deep where no one could find it, not even her. But here's the thing about fire: it doesn't die, it waits. And one day, a day like any other, she woke up and something felt different. Maybe it was the way the sunlight hit her face. Maybe it was the weight of carrying a life she didn't recognize. Maybe it was a whisper from her soul she could no longer ignore. But in that moment, she remembered. She remembered the dreams she once had before fear took the wheel. She remembered the woman she was before the world told her who to be. She remembered how it felt to trust herself wildly. And for the first time in a long time, she chose herself. Not in a loud, dramatic way. No, it was quieter than that. It was a soft but unbreakable vow. I will no longer abandon myself to make others feel comfortable. She stopped apologizing for her emotions, stopped dulling her ambition, stopped squeezing into spaces that couldn't hold her light. She spoke even when her voice trembled. She set boundaries even when her hands shook. She dreamed again, even though the world had once laughed. Each day, she reclaimed a piece of herself. The way she laughed with her whole body, the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about her passions, the way she loved boldly without walls. She realized strength wasn't about being hardened. It was about staying soft, despite all the reasons she had to close off. It wasn't about building walls. It was about building a life that didn't require her to hide behind them. And with every step she took back to herself, the world around her began to change too. Because a woman who remembers who she is a force, an unstoppable, undeniable force. Not because she's perfect, not because she's fearless, but because she refuses to forget again. She lives now with a softness and a strength that can move mountains. She leads with her heart even when it's risky. She chases dreams that terrify and electrify her. She chooses herself every day, and in doing so, she gives silent permission for others to do the same. She forgot who she was for a while, but now she knows, now she remembers, and nothing will ever be the same again.